Hello, you're it, and welcome to lesson 2 on HTML and website development. In this lesson, we're going to look at adding color to our web page. So, if you can remember back to the first lesson, we saved all our work in a folder called My First Website. You're now going to access that said folder, and we're going to right click on our HTML file, and we're going to open up Notepad as our editor. Again, last week we looked at the concept of tags. This week we're going to be working with the body tag, and we're going to add in a tag for the background color, and the tag is BG color, and we spell color like an American, COLOR, equals, and then we pass in a piece of text or a string, what we call in computer science, and I'm going to say blue. So I want the body background color of my website to be blue. I can save that, and I will open it up in the browser to see my changes. So you can see web background is now blue. Let's change it to another text value. Green. I can save it and refresh it. And we can pass in any color we want. More than 16 million colors if we use something called the hexadecimal code. So on your worksheet, you will see that we can also pass in the body text, what color we want the text. And again, make sure we pass it in as a string in inverted commas. And we're going to look at something called the hex color codes. And there's a hyperlink in your worksheet that will take you to a website called HTML color codes. Hexadecimal is just a counting system, and instead of counting in hundreds, tens, and units, we count on 1s, 16s, 256, 4096, all the powers of 16. So it just allows us to give us really big numbers to represent all the 16 million colours that we can use. So for example, I can choose any colour in the spectrum, pick it up here, and note up here it gives me the hex code. So I'm going to copy that number, Control and C, and I'm going to go to my programming. Instead of green, I'm going to pass in that hexadecimal value, that number that represents a colour. Go back to my website and I refresh it, and you can see that I've used that colour. So you can experiment with your colours, you can experiment with your fonts, and make sure you get an appropriate colour for both, that you're happy for both your background and your text colour. Again, any questions, post to the appropriate channel. Good luck.